up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with yet one more video. Back in your ear with another bag talk video. Guys, I've said it in the past. I do, purpose talk videos, bag talk videos, dating videos. The bag talk is probably gonna be your biggest bang for your buck. So keep on continuing to like, share, and comment so we can get more traction for those videos, because they don't right now get as much traction as the dating videos. But let's keep pushing. All right, without further ado, let's get right in it. So you guys are looking at the title and the name of the video. I'm gonna go in depth of how I doubled my salary in 2 years by going back to school. What was the resource that I used in order to be able to do it tuition free, which was absolutely a game changer for me. So before I talk about the resource, let me just get into how I came across this. So the year was about 2010. I had gotten to a point in my career where I felt like I had excelled, but I didn't want to go much farther down that career path, because I just felt like I wanted a little bit more. I wanted a lot more options, have different roles in the future accessible to me, and I didn't want to not have an advanced degree hold that back. And I was still young and early in my career, of course single, so I was ready and mobile and ready to go. So that's where my MBA research started. I eventually came across an organization called the Consortium, and I'm gonna leave a link down in the description box. Their goal is to connect underrepresented minorities to companies to bolster the amount of us in corporate America or the workplace. That is their main goal. The way that they accomplish their goal, they, number one, make it way more easy for you to apply to a bunch of different schools within the consortium of schools that they have ties with. Two, they also do what's called orientation program, and this is like a career fair just for consortium students to give you the opportunity to have an internship for that next year as you're seeking full-time employment with some of the top companies in the country. And number three, and probably one of the most important, is that they provide access to tuition reimbursement through the affinity relationship with the member schools. So now you might say, all right, so I understand that there's a consortium, there's this organization that kind of has this mission of bolstering underrepresented minorities within the workplace. What ties or connections does it have to these member schools? Well, that's the beautiful thing, is because in the consortium, there's I believe there's between 30 and 35 member schools, and these 30 or 35 member schools are like the top, amongst the top 50 MBA programs in the country. So there's significant value by applying to the consortium. It's almost like if you are Hispanic American, if you are African American, or if you were Native American, you should absolutely apply to the consortium. There's no ifs, ands about it if you are interested in a grad program. Now, one of the negatives of doing a two-year MBA program is that it's full-time, so you're probably not making money during that time. So being able to engage in an organization that gives you kind of a fast track towards getting help and paying that back is simply a no-brainer. So what are some of the prerequisites? I know you're probably asking that. Well, number one, in order to get a Master's of Business Administration, you're gonna wanna have an undergraduate degree. Generally, these MBA programs, not necessarily looking for an undergrad degree in business, by the way. They love engineers. They love career switchers just in general. Another thing you're gonna have is relevant working experience. And above all is a story. Why MBA? I had to search down deep within myself to really understand, why it made the most sense for me. And I knew that along with upgrading my business toolkit, I wanted to make more money. You don't really say that though, but I know I wanted to, just have more options and accessible things in my future that I wouldn't have been able to access without that advanced degree. At the time, I was really interested in information technology on a strategic level, as well as external consulting. So I know that going back to school was going to make the most sense for me if I was looking down those career paths. Now you might be saying to yourself, but mediocre, you know, I don't want to apply to an MBA program because it's just like hard. It's hard to do it. Well, listen, nothing in life that's worth anything is easy to get. Nothing, okay? I want you guys to step out your own way. I want you guys to take risk. I want you guys to do things that they never thought that you should be able to do. And let's say that you try and you're not able to make it. You tried and you learned from that try. You learned from that experience. So there's really no reason for you not to try besides your own preconceived notions of where you can get to in your life. Life is about risk. It's about choices and it's about risk. Every choice that you make is going to have a degree of risk associated with it. The risk could be failure. The risk could be setting yourself back. But if you make the conscious decision to improve your situation, there really is not much risk besides the time that you lost in order to spend to get yourself onto that level. I want you guys to be able to consider that, because often with great risk comes great reward. All right, but that's it for your video today. And I wanted to talk about this for a very long time because applying to this program has definitely changed my life. I mean, I doubled my salary, more than doubled my salary in going back to school. So it was a fantastic decision and one that was tuition free. Now I still had to take out loans because I needed money for living expenses at that time, but it wasn't the extra $100,000 of tuition that I would have had to pay, which was absolutely a game changer. All right, I'm gonna leave a link down in the description, cgsm.org. Go on there. The website looks a little shisty, but trust me, it's super duper real. All right, until next time, peace.